Your love transcends through every season. Ever since I met you, girl, you done changed my life. Woman, your love me be timeless. Woman, your love me be timeless. Woman, your love me be timeless. Woman, your love me be timeless.
Jason, I slap for your case. I go to war for your case. I go to court for your case. I climb the bridge for your case. Enter water for your case. I punch the judge for your case. Anything you want, baby, that's for you, baby.
Good evening and welcome to Radio Guy Online Evening News. My name is Adelaide Ofer Obobisa, and in the headlines, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Chair of the Economic Community of the West African States, will on Tuesday, September 15, hold a crunch meeting involving key stakeholders in the Malian political crisis at the Peduasi Lodge, Ebri of the Eastern Region. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has asked residents of the newly created Ahafo region to renew his mandate in the December 2020 elections so his government can consolidate the gains chalked since his assumption of office in January 2017. The number of daily COVID-19 infections worldwide reached a new record on Sunday with 307,930 new confirmed infections, according to the World Health Organization. Educational Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has encouraged the over 500,000 final year students sitting the basic education certificate. Former President John Mahama has expressed his condolences to the family of Professor Yao Bene following his murder on Saturday. Ghanaian midfielder Bernard Mensah scores for his newly signed Besiktas in a debut against Trabzonspor in the Super League. Now the news in detail. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has asked residents of the newly created Ahafo region to renew his mandate in the December 2020 elections so his government can consolidate the gains chalked since his assumption of office in January 2020. Rounding up his two-day tour of the region on Sunday, 13 September 2020, with visits to Shridiem, Gorso, Dadie Swaba, Mem, Akrodie, Kukom, and Sankore, the president noted that the Ghanaian people have had an opportunity to witness at first hand the impact of the policies and programs implemented by his government. The president also urged residents to vote for NPP parliamentary candidates so as to deliver another decisive victory for the people of Ghana. Speaking on the electoral violence that has characterized some parts of the Ahafo region, President Akufo-Addo assured residents of the Ahafo region, particularly in Esutifi South and Asonafo South, that the days of violence in the elections are over. Concluding his two-day working visits of the Ahafo region, President Akufo-Addo inspected ongoing projects at Shridiem SHS and commissioned a business resource center at Gorso. At Dadie Swaba, the president commissioned a newly constructed maternity ward at Dadie Swaba Health Center, paid a courtesy call on the Manhene of Gorso, and inspected ongoing construction works at Akrodie Senior High School. Again, At Akrodier, the president cuts the sword for the construction of a 15 million euro solid waste treatment plant and inspected work on the 11.5 kilometer Nobikoko Sankori Road. The construction works for the road commenced on 18th February 2020 and is currently 32% complete. And to our second story, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, chair of the Economic Community of West African States, will on Tuesday, September 15, hold a crunch meeting involving key stakeholders in the Malian political crisis at the Pediasi Lodge, Ebri of the Eastern region. The extraordinary meeting is expected to dialogue on ways of returning Mali to constitutional rule. It forms part of the mediation efforts to prevent further deterioration of the Malian political situation. The meeting will bring together delegations from 9 African countries, including key stakeholders from the Malian military junta, civil society organizations, and relevant stakeholders who spearheaded the demonstrations prior to the coup d'etat on August 18, 2020, that ousted President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita's government. Addressing a news conference in Accra on Sunday ahead of consultative meeting, Mrs. Shirley Ayoko-Botry, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, said at the 57th ECOWAS Ordinary Meeting held in Niamey, capital of Niger, on September 7, 2020, the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of States demanded that the Malian National Council for the People's Salvation presents a roadmap for holding an election within 12 months in Mali. Therefore, the meeting in Accra will demand a roadmap towards organizing an election in Mali. The ECOWAS Authority also demanded that the heads of transitional government and Prime Minister, both civilians, should be appointed not later than September 15, 2020. The meeting will be the first assignment for President Akufo-Addo since his election as ECOWAS chair. President Akufo-Addo's election as ECOWAS chair placed him in the same shoes as his predecessors towards resolving the enormous task of ensuring peace and harmony in Mali. Meanwhile, Mali has been suspended from ECOWAS following the political uprising in that country. Therefore, no representative from Malian government would be in Ghana for the meeting. Information Minister Kojo Oppong Nkrumah noted that the Malian political crisis posed a serious security threat to the sub-region, especially as the continent was about to operationalize the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, and it was imperative to find an amicable solution for the crisis. And to our third story, Education Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has encouraged the over 500,000 final year junior high school students sitting the Basic Education Certificate Examination, which begins today, Monday 14 September 2020, to be confident as success shall be theirs. Dr. Opoku Prempeh, however, advised the candidates to avoid any temptation of examination malpractices. He stated in a Facebook post that every candidate who is successful and qualifies to be placed in any of the public senior high schools is assured of admission, irrespective of their family's financial circumstances, due to the government's flagship Free SHS policy. Dr. Opoku Prempeh wished every candidate the very best in the examination. Some 531,674 candidates will be writing the week-long BECE at 2,007 examination centers across the country. And to our fourth story, former President John Dramani Mahama has expressed his condolences to the family of Professor Yao Bene following his murder on Saturday. Mr. Mahama, in a Facebook post, urged the security agencies to expedite expedites action with the investigations into the crime. The respected law lecturer was found murdered in his room on Saturday with his hands and legs tied. Meanwhile, 4 people have been arrested in connection with the murder. The 4 are all domestic workers of the late lecturer. In international news, the number of daily COVID-19 infections worldwide reached a new record on Sunday with 307,930 new confirmed infections, according to the World Health Organization. More than 5,500 new deaths were also recorded, bringing the global total to 917,417. The biggest increases in infections were reported in 3 countries, with 94,372 in India, 45,523 in the US, and 43,718 in Brazil. The news comes as a WHO official has warned that Europe is likely to see a rise in the number of daily deaths in October and November. The number of cases has been rising in a number of European countries in recent weeks, with Spain and France experiencing the largest spikes. And to sports, Ghanaian midfielder Bernard Mensah scored his debut league goal for Besiktas in their 3-1 away victory against Trabzonspor in the opening day of the Turkish Super League. The midfielder scored from the sport kick for his new side in the 64th minute of the match to double his side's lead. Tyler Boyd gave Besiktas the lead on the 29th minute. Jermaine Lens made it to 3-0 for the visitors for 14 minutes to full time. The hosts got a late consolation from Abdul Kadir Umar, but it wasn't enough as the visitors maintained their 2-goal lead till the end of the game. Mensah was replaced in the 81st minute after his impressive outing. He joined the Turkish Giants this season and is set to play a key role for the side throughout the campaign. And to entertainment, Sarkodie has released the official video for his hit single, Gimme Way, featuring Prince Bright of Bookback fame. This comes in days after releasing the audio version of his hit single. Sarkodie in the song addressed the Dr. UN situation, where he said it was a waste of time for him, adding that he would have rather made love to his wife, Tracy. Prince Bright's hooks on Sarkodie's songs are just the best. Just like Ofecho, Gimme Way is on its way to becoming one of the hits from the camp of Sarkodie. The Just and Radio Guy Online won the Best Institution Organization of the Year 2020 in the Emerging Entertainers Awards event. In addition, we won the Best Online Digital Media House of the Year 2020. Moreover, Elisa J was awarded the Best Media Personality of the Year, and overall, we successfully took away 3 awards. And this ends Radio Guy Online Evening News. But before we take leave of you, a recap of the top stories. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Chair of the Economic Community of West African States, will on Tuesday, September 15, hold a crunch meeting involving key stakeholders in the Malian political crisis at the Pediase Lodge, Ebri of the Eastern region. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has asked presidents of the newly created Ahafo region to renew his mandate in the December 2020 elections, so his government can consolidate the gains chalked since his assumption of office in January 2017. The number of daily COVID-19 infections worldwide reached a new record on Sunday with 307,930 new confirmed infections, according to the World Health Organization. Educational Minister Dr. Matthew Pokupempe has urged their over 500,000 final year students sitting the basic education certificate. Former President John Mahama has expressed his condolences to the family of Professor Yao Bene following his murder on Saturday. Ghanaian midfielder Bernard Mensah scores for his newly signed Besiktas in a debut against Trabzonspor in the Super League. My name is Adelaide Ofer Obobisa. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of the programs.